Hey, and as I said from the beginning, this is it's a series that's I don't know why I'm doing it. I can feel it's important for me, and I can feel significant change already by giving it attention. But yeah, but already I don't know. I feel like I'm firing on like some cylinders I don't have. Oh, don't have. That's not maybe not been used, but man, it's like there is some inner conflict right now about making like a third video, and I feel like yeah, I'm not I'm not comfortable at the moment doing like comfortable is again that like it's like I feel like I'm taking like that making these videos is not okay. Like this is some kind of a I'm taking attention, I'm filling up a space that I shouldn't fill up. Like that again, back to the self worthness and all that. That this is just this is not okay what I'm doing. So I'm fighting that part right now, trying to do it anyway, try and feel that, but still do it and like examine what it is. And yeah, today like what's been a lot of on my mind has been how I in the past currently is like feeling self worth or self love. I'm not sure if those two things are the same. That like self worth and self love in my previous way of looking at it is pretty much the same thing, uh, and it's all based on results, which I kind of look at it right now and I'm like, that's flawed. That's a flawed mechanism. Like looking at my self worth, my self love as a result oriented something where I know that there's variance and there's a lot of other things and things without of my control. So I shouldn't feel good when things well then I'm gonna get screwed like because there's ups and downs. So every time that's like going against me, I'm fucked on that, and then I get double fucked because well then all my self worth is gone because well I'm like so yeah like that's I can see that biting me in the ass. And I can see that like for example one of the things that is kind of becoming like painfully obvious with the self-love kind of concept is like um, my low-key retreat from FPLC, and that is clearly a result of me like I would get self-worth if I could get back to FPL. I then dedicate and say that I want to do that. I play FPLC, I win and lose, but every time I lose, it hurts a lot more. That a win is what's supposed to come, and losses are failures. So every time I lose a game, it's -1 on my account, my inner self worth account, and every time I win, it's neutral because that's what's supposed to happen. And after a week of that, I'm a minus. I'm a minus a lot. And then I can't focus playing because I'm already behind and I'm getting stressed out and getting pressured by that. It's getting into my head that I'm doing something wrong, but the only way I can deal with it is pressuring through. But it just keep feeling worse and worse and worse inside. So I end up going to bed depressed and feeling terrible and bad at Counter Strike. I doesn't want to play Counter Strike because, well, it's biting me in the ass, and it's like this cycle that's been running. And I can recognize it also back to FPL days. That I could have a terrible day. Like everything has been good, but lost like 4 FPLs in a row. Devastated when I went to bed. Devastated. And that, like, on top of losing, I played bad. And like those, like, not and I think that's something I definitely need to work with if I want to continue. And it's something I clearly just been capable of like go through the motion and deal with and try and pick it up. Like I don't know. That's and I need to figure out a place where I can build self worth on things that is within my control. Or just like I love that. Like I hear the like people who like no matter what they do, they're like having self love, and I've never felt that. Like it's based on actions or what I feel like my abilities could do. Like there's no strings attached love there. Like and that's kind of what I want to go towards and get and figure out how I get there. And I can see these patterns, and like after the first video, and probably also like it's a process. But what I noticed today, especially every time I have my it's not worth it moments, which I still have all the time. It's not been as dramatic as, but it's like it's the weirdest times it comes. Like I was on my way to the gym, and like 7 steps like before the door is like, fuck man, this is really worth it. Like, oh my, like, and not like going to the gym. It was like, is life really worth it? Is this really like and it kept being there until I like then it kind of like disappeared. It wasn't like I fought it. It just kind of like went away. But it's so weird that like the moment sometimes it comes, like grocery shopping, I look at stuff, it's like, oh my god, can't be bothered making food. Like seriously, is that life? And it's like it's really strange. And like one of the times it doesn't come, but I do get exhausted is while streaming. It's not like I sit and play and like thinking, is this my life? I don't feel like that. Like I love my job. I still do. It's taxing. It's hard. It fucks me over in a lot of ways because that's also result oriented. So I don't get enough followers, subs, viewers, Twitter interaction, views on YouTube. I'm a terrible person, and that's again I need to deal with that. I need to figure out a way where I give myself credit for the work I do instead of this shitty approach of being result oriented. And I haven't thought about it. Like I probably for the last 10 years I've had my ex-wife that gave me validation enough for me to just go through. And like for the past year, probably my kids have given it to me without me realizing that they gave me purpose. And no matter how bad I did, every time I had to pick them up, I had to let go of like the badness, and I felt the love they had to me and the love I had to them, and it kind of like that kind of dealt with it. So that's interesting that like with them not being there to give those things to me, I'm on my own in a way that it's terrifying, and I'm left to figuring out this to myself. And it was one of the reasons why I said that my kids could go to Greenland, was that I knew that this was here. I just didn't know to what extent it was, and I knew that I needed to deal with it and fix it myself for my kids, so that when they grow up, they don't end up mimicking what I've been doing my entire life. And so that was definitely one of the big reasons why I said yes. I knew I had some things I need to deal with. I just didn't know that it was going to be this hurtful, painful. So yeah, like that's and I feel like that's kind of significant, and I feel like just alone talking about my feelings, rewatching when I rewatch the video to edit and make sure everything is good, I listen to it all, and it's kind of like it's very therapeutic. I don't know, it's very interesting to me that when I go through it, it's kind of like I get proud of myself in a weird way when I watch it. Like I get excited about the video, and the normal response I think that I would have imagined I would be cringe, that I felt this is stupid. Like that feeling, I thought that was like, I thought I had to like upload it with like and like but it's so far it's not like that. So that's nice. It's probably gonna come back and maybe, and I don't know. But yeah, I think that's pretty much like the thoughts I have for the day. So yeah, thanks thanks to me. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the stream. Oh, this got awkward fast. But